Welcome, my dear friends, to our midnight vigil on this Friday night, now Saturday morning. And it is good to have you come and join us. And it's good that I can join you wherever you are in the world. But first, let us just embrace the gift of silence. And if you have a candle handy, wouldn't it be nice if you could light your candle with ours and we form a ring of light around this amazing world and hold the children of God. And having lit this light for peace, and that all faiths will come together as one, let us be still in the presence of a loving, supreme Creator being. And let us now use the gift of free will to invite, to invoke, and to call upon all the nature spirits of the great indigenous peoples of this earth plane. And we call on the angels and archangels, the messengers of God. And we call on all the great spiritual teachers from all faiths and none. And I would like to read to you, if I may, just a few words from the Cosmic Christ. I am you. I love that you explore your life, your potential, your dreams. In doing so, you give unique personality, a voice, a distinct presence to the All-One. One is a harmony of many expressions, beautiful words, and they're for our hearts from the Cosmic Christ. And I would like to begin with the Celtic blessing. In Gaelic it's called Bannacht, meaning blessing. On the day when the weight deadens your feet, and the weight deadens on your shoulders and you stumble, may the clay dance to balance you. And when your eyes freeze behind the grey window and the ghost of loss gets into you, may a flock of colours, indigo, red, green and azure blue, come to awaken in you a meadow of delight. When the canvas frays in the currach of thought and a stain of ocean blackens beneath you, may there come across the waters a path of yellow moonlight to bring you safely home. May the nourishment of the earth be yours. May the clarity of the light be yours. May the fluency of the ocean be yours. May the protection of the ancestors be yours. And so may a slow wind work these words of love around you, an invisible cloak to mind your life. What beautiful words! And those words are a Celtic blessing for all our hearts this night. So let us be still, and as we close our eyes, let us just visualize a peaceful scene, such as walking through a meadow, in Advent. The leaves have fallen, but the sun is bright and the birds are singing, and you can smell the dampness from the dew of the leaves. And Gaia is there to meet you, and she leads you up a narrow pass, where in the rock face there is the impression of a seat, and she invites you to sit, to be still. And you can look down on the valley, and there you can see the farmer tending to his flock. You can see the sheepdogs chasing the sheep. And the view is exquisite, for in the horizon you can see the great ocean. But all around you there is stillness. There is peace, there is quiet. And suddenly, a young baby deer comes to join you. She's not frightened of you. She's not frightened because she knows that you are a child of God, a friend of Gaia, a friend who loves and who embraces the animal kingdom as equal partners in the co-creation of divine oneness. And as you sit there, you can sense the presence of all the nature spirits who have crossed this footpath. Just be still and relax. Relax in your mind, in your body and in your spirit. And if you sense in your being that you are troubled, worried, anxious or afraid, or maybe you're feeling overwhelmed with a sadness at man's cruelty to the animal kingdom, or man's cruelty to you, where you're misunderstood, where others defame your good name, or who may make your life stressful. As you sit here on this beautiful seat, nestling in the rock face, high up on the mountain slope, you sense the spirit of the forest speak to you. Name your troubles, for it is not healthy to carry the burdens of yesterday or today. Name them. Now bless them. And now release them to Gaia, Mother Earth, for she will take all the negativity and recycle it in her reservoir of love. And as you look at your feet, you can see that Gaia has removed your shoes. And all around your feet, it's as if they are placed on the sun itself. For there is a radiant light coming up through your feet, and it is nature's love for you, and they are rewarding you for the love that you bring to this earth plane and the love that you exhibit to the animal kingdom who seek you out for affection and attention, who may be unwell and know that you will care for them, knowing that they may have been rescued in some animal rescue center where they were cruelly treated and abandoned, but they find you, and this is their way of saying, I would like to repay you for the love you've shown me. Receive the love of Gaia up through your feet. Sense the burning sensation of love. And with every in-breath that you breathe, there is a rush of love from the nature spirits and the animal kingdom right up through your feet, and bringing love up into your heart. And your heart is now receiving that love, and it's allowing you to take your power back as a child of God. It's allowing you to see yourself through the eyes of love, not hate. To see that everything that you say and do with a blessing has a profound impact on those who are in need. And as you relax now, Mother Earth sits next to you, and she holds you because she senses in our being that the earth plane is being ravaged and destroyed by man's greed. And all she asks you to do is to sit quietly each day and send love to the rainforests, for the trees are the lungs of the universe, and to welcome abandoned animals, and to visit them and bring them love, because they will watch over you. Even when they've crossed over, they will come to you in your darkest hour, and their love will spearhead you to embracing your divinity as a beloved of God. Just be still and sense the beauty of this forest. It is the Creator's gift to you. And to all mankind. Just sit and behold the presence of God in nature. Behold the mystery of God in creation. Enfold the beauty that you see before you. Hold the love that creation has for you, the respect that she shows you. And now listen to the sounds of nature. Greet every one of your senses. And just allow nature to take you and hold you. Relax now. Relax in the Cathedral of God, the soul of Francis, and allow your battle-weary heart, so often discouraged by a sense of your own weakness and inadequacy. But it's in our weakness that we are made strong. It's when we admit that we need the help of God that help will come, and not always in the way we imagine, but as you sit here looking down on the valleys below you, you sense the rhythmic flow of nature, and you are a part of her. And coming down the narrow pass, there is a young couple coming, and they're humming a beautiful tune. They seem happy, as if they're newlyweds, with lots of giggling and laughter, but they're coming to see you. It is the Cosmic Christ and Magdalena. And they've come to you with a message. What do you think that message is? What is your heart saying to you? Could it be that you've tried to cope with things alone without invoking their help, and ended up more battered and broken and bruised? They take you by the hand and they take you for a short walk, for they want to talk with you. They want you to share with them what is it that may be ailing you, troubling you, and you sense that you can share with them, for conversation is light, but it's sincere. And for the first time in your life, you feel in their company that you're loved, you're respected, and that your life really matters. But Magdalena, using her divine feminine instinct, is aware that you may be troubled, embarrassed, afraid, maybe ashamed of some recent events in your life or past life mistakes. And she's wanting to empower you now to reclaim your divinity as a child of the light. And the Cosmic Christ, he smiles approvingly, and he's saying, but you are a child of God, and you are loved for who you are. You are accepted for who you are. So why is there a problem? And you become aware that your mind has not been disciplined. It has run riot with negative emotions, deep-rooted negative fears that have alienated your heart from nirvana, inner peace. And he's saying, what does it profit you to gain the world and all the attention, fame and acclamation at the expense of losing this moment of intimacy? And if we can accept you as a beautiful child of God, why do you listen to your mind that is forever putting you down? Be still. Be still now. And as you walk this path, they are holding you like a little child. And you sense that you're being reprogrammed in your soul's DNA to go back to before you were born and reclaim that innocence, that inner divinity, that beauty. And now you feel a stabbing pain in your heart because the heart has been blocked and the heart is now being opened and caressed by the Difemasc energy of Magdalena and Christ. They are allowing you to see what they see. But first, he wants you to see something. And he pulls back his tunic and shows you his chest. But there is something beautiful there. It's as if the skin is like cling film. You can see his heart pulsating with love for you. And he takes your hand and he places your hands on his heart and he asks you to hold it. And you do. And as you hold the heart of the cosmic Christ, you feel it beating and pulsating in your hands. And there is a transformation now taking place. You are now beginning to see what God sees in you. A vulnerable, beautiful child that needs to be more disciplined and not to listen to others or to those inner voices from your head, but to just listen to your heart and be guided by your heart, your divine teacher, the gateway to your higher self, the gateway to God. And Jesus looks at you in the eyes and he says, "This heart is burning with love for you. Do not run away anymore. Step into God's power and reclaim your divinity, for you are much loved, much loved." And he brings you back with Magdalena, and he sits you on the bench. He kisses you on the top of your head, and Magdalena likewise. And they leave you a powerful word. Trust. 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 Be still. Be still in the presence of God. Be still as a child of God, because you are loved for who you are. And the Father, Mother God calls the broken, the weak and the vulnerable to follow Him. He doesn't call the wise and the saints, because every saint has a past, and every sinner, like you and me, has a future. And it's through our brokenness that divine love makes us whole again, to embrace the mystery of divine love. And now you are totally relaxed, and you sense the peace and the love of your God. And there is an inner voice speaking to your heart, saying, trust. Trust in this inner voice, for it does not condemn you. It loves you, and it accepts you as you are. Be still. Be still and know that you are loved. And that's all that matters. And that we live each second of each minute, of each hour, of each day in the presence of that love. And when we fall, we get back up again. And we hear those words again. Trust. Trust. And now I want to dedicate this beautiful song to you. I knew you would come home. By Tom McGuinness, a beautiful man of God and a dear friend. This is Jesus talking to you.
I have dreamt so long that we would meet again. I never doubted you. I knew you would return. I have longed to see the moment you would come to me through an open door, bearing all the love we've known. Oh, I trusted you, I loved you so, I hoped in you, I knew you would come home. And oh, I believed you were here. Sometimes my heart could see you. Oh, I believed in you, somehow could sense you near me.
Praise you, God.
I have longed to say so many things to comfort you, to hold you safe and welcome in my arms. In the long and silent moments inviting you.